Scholl.
Hi, I'm Karen Scholl with Horsemanship for Women. What I'd like to demonstrate today to you is a concept that I call the bubble of comfort. Horses are motivated by comfort. So when we apply pressure, either steady pressure or rhythmic pressure, the only reason we're doing this is so that the horse can seek what's comfortable. So right now, this horse is standing here, this clip is hanging straight up and down, he's in a zone of comfort. Okay? If I want him to back up, he's a little bit in my space, I'm going to add a little bit of rhythmic pressure and ask him just to not move his nose, but just move his nose backwards. When he moves backwards, I'm going to give him back, put him back into his bubble of comfort. So when we ride the horse or move the halter, anything that we ask a horse to do is highly motivated if we give them a bubble of comfort when they're giving us the response that we're looking for. If we get into the habit of hanging onto the clip, hanging onto the horse's head, always hanging on and keeping pressure on, you know what that would feel like to you. You'd start tossing your head and getting that person to get their hand off your face, okay? So what I want to make sure horses understand is that when they're doing the right thing, I'm going to do their favorite thing, which is leave them alone. So I'm going to show this to you and how this applies to riding as well. So when I first got on this horse, when he felt weight on his back, he got bothered. You see his ears are back, he got a little bit concerned. So what I did is I just held him until he relaxed, and then I put him back into his bubble of comfort. So what the horse starts to understand is that when he's doing the right thing, I'm going to take the pressure off. This is the great motivator for horses. It's not our leg or our rein or the pressure on the bit that motivates a horse, it's the release that follows. So if I can describe this bubble of comfort looking something like this. Imagine that if I had a hula hoop that replaced my reins, and I had another hula hoop around his girth area that replaced my legs. If I were going to take those two hula hoops and I'm going to move that bubble of comfort over this way, see I've closed my left leg, opened my right, and see he's moved back into the center of that bubble. Same thing the other way. If I take those two hula hoops and direct them back this way, see, he's going to move back into the center. He's going to seek that comfort. But if I keep pressure on a horse all the time, all the time, all the time, then they start having resistance. They start pushing into pressure, they start throwing their head, they start rooting on the bit. You know, and we have to do things like put tie downs and tie their nose shut, where if I can just give the horse comfort, why would he gape his mouth? So how this applies, even when I go to ride, is that if I ask him to tip his nose back, say I want him to back up. See, I'm moving his bubble of comfort backwards, okay, and he's got a little bit of resistance there, so I'm going to wait until he finds the release. See, he moved back into that bubble of comfort. Then I can build on that. So ladies, you know that feeling of the best dance partner you ever had, and if you have to sit next to your honey on the couch and go, yes honey, it was you, okay? Every woman remembers the best dance partner. And what I want this horse to think the next time he sees me is go, oh boy, here comes Karen, I want to dance with her again. So do you see him finding his comfort right here? Okay, so same thing, if I ask him to go forwards, I'm going to take away that bubble of comfort, give it back to him when he goes forwards. Take away that bubble of comfort, bring it back, give it back to him when he goes backwards. So this is the concept that I want to share with you, and if you can apply this to your horse, it's a great motivator to get your horse to be both respectful and highly motivated, seeking the comfort. Not the pressure that comes on, but the comfort that follows.